Hello everyone, welcome to another Rick's Picks. Today I'm going to be doing my review of the Marvel's Legends figure, X-Force Deadpool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at him in packaging, then I'm going to look at the figure and his accessories, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts on him. And just remember, if you do like this video, go ahead and check out my Marvel playlist and hit that like, share, and subscribe. They're all small clicks for you, but it really helps this channel grow. So without any further ado, let's get to the review. Alright, so he has two boxes, so this is pretty cool. So first off, you got this black and white box. Alright, you have Marvel, 80 Years of Marvel, your choking hazards and age restriction. You get this nice artwork here of Deadpool, Uncanny X-Men, X-Force. And then you get his name here, and then the Hasbro logo. Alright, nothing on the sides. On the back, you get the X-Men logo again. But you get the back of the character, which I find pretty funny. Marvel, a little bit of legal underneath. Alright. On the top, it says X-Men. And then underneath, there is nothing. So what you do is you just open up the top from here. Alright. Pull them on out. It came out pretty easily. And now you got him in packaging. Now this packaging is all designed off of the original Toy Biz figure. So this figure and the packaging is all based off of the original Toy Biz, which I think is really nice. So up here in the corner you have your 80 Years of Marvel, your choking hazards, Uncanny X-Men X-Force, your age restriction, whoops. Alright. You get this nice window here where you can see the figure, all his accessories. Let's tilt him a little bit more this way. You get this nice picture of Deadpool, katana, and another katana. Deadpool. Alright. Spin them around this way. And now you get like the old school box art. So you kind of see everybody else who's part of this line, but he's blocking it, which is kind of funny. That's sort of a Deadpool type thing. You know, you get a picture of the figure, X-Men, Marvel. You get his power, grid here. But because Deadpool knows that he's in a comic book, you get all this extra Deadpool joking around and talking and what have you. So I think that's a really nice touch that they added all that into this. And then you get your legal underneath of it. So with all that being said, let's open him up and see what he's about. So here he is, out of packaging. I like the overall look to him. He definitely captures that old school Marvel X-Men Toy Biz look from the 90s. So first off, we're going to start with the rotation. All right, you got this side. You got the back. And then you come back around to this side. All right. So now let's look at some of his details up close. So first off, I really like the design of the mask and the head sculpt. I think that looks really cool. And if you notice, he doesn't have that little extra piece of mask on the back here. That's because this figure is designed from the early days of the New Mutants and X-Force, to where Deadpool wasn't really the character that we know now. He was just an assassin. Didn't have the personality or whatever, didn't have that little, piece in the back. So I like the factor that they did that. The other thing I really like about this figure is that metallic blue on him. As you can see in his face and also on his sides. I think that's a really neat touch. Makes him a little bit different from your average Deadpool. Also liked how they did the Deadpool logo in the belt buckle. And I like that they actually colored in these belt buckles as well. You spin them around to the back. I like the detail to the scabbards for his swords. You got like these little bolts holding them together and what have you. So I think they did some really nice detail on this figure overall. So now let's start looking at his points of articulation. So first off, the head does move. You got a shoulder joint with a swivel. You got an elbow joint. And you got a wrist joint. All right, get those arms up. You have a joint here right underneath the ribs. All right, it's a little restricted due to the straps for his swords, but it is there. And you also have one right here at the belt line. Spin them around this way. You have a thigh joint with a swivel. Okay. You got a knee joint. All right, there goes the knee joint. You have a swivel right here at the calf. And you have an ankle joint. It's a little tight, but it is there. All right. So at this point, as a figure, I think he's a pretty cool looking figure. I like his overall detail on him, you know. So I like him as a figure. Now let's see how well he works with his accessories. So first off, he comes with 2 katanas. So here's 1. Here's 2. All right. He comes with a little assault rifle. All right. He comes with a larger assault rifle with grenade launcher. Now, see, I like when they do little things like this. I like when they add extra color to the weapons. You know, it gives them a little bit more character. It makes them stand out a little bit more. So I always like when they add like extra color like that to a weapon. Right. He has another assault rifle. And then he also has a pistol. Now, once again, the same with this pistol. I like how they added in the color to the grips. It just gives it a little bit more sense of style. So I really like that about this. So now let's start looking at how all this works with them. So let's start with the assault rifles. All right. Now he does have flexible fingers. So these things should probably just fit in pretty well. That one. And now this one. All right. I'll get that finger in there. There it goes. All right. So these 2 assault rifles fit nicely in his hands. I don't have any issues with them. All right. Next, let's do the katanas. All right, that's fit in there pretty easily. All right. So the 2 katanas fit in his hands. I don't have any issues with them. Now let's put them in the scabbards here. 1, 2. All right. So those fit in there nicely. No issues with them. And the pistol. All right, that fits in there pretty good. Now the assault rifle. All right. So the assault rifle fits in there nicely. The pistol fits nicely in this hand. So I don't have any issues with any of these weapons. Let's see if we could actually get a 2-hold hand with this assault rifle. All right. Now his fingers do move pretty easily. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. So you could get a really nice double hand hold with this figure. So I like that. A lot of figures, it's a lot harder to get that hand onto there. But with him, it was pretty easy. Barely an inconvenience. So I really do like that. Alright, so my final thoughts on him is I think he's a great figure. I really dig him. First off, I like his overall look. He has that classic Deadpool look that most people don't do. You know, from, you know, late New Mutants to early X-Force, which I really like. I like this metallic blue on him. I think it sets him aside from all the other Deadpool figures and gives him, you know, his own personality. So I really dig that. The joints all work really well. I didn't have to use heat on them. So that was always a good thing. All his weapons fit fine in his hands. I didn't have any issues with any of his weapons or accessories. And his swords fit great into scabbards. So overall, I would recommend this figure to go with your Marvel collection and what have you. So with that being said, I hope you liked this review. If you did, go ahead and check out my Marvel playlist and hit that like, share, and subscribe. They're all small clicks for you, but it really helps this channel grow. So until the next one, late.